People ask me all the time, why is change so hard? Why am I not the millionaire that I want to be? Why hasn't my health or my career or my relationships transformed? Even though I've read all the books, I watched the videos, I've listened to the gurus. Well, here's the truth, and blaze this statement onto your brain cells. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Pause for a moment and allow that to sink in. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And most people, they never change because they never make the effort to change themselves. Let's get real. We've been conditioned to think that if we just wait long enough, or if we're lucky enough, our external circumstances will magically change. But life doesn't work that way. You can buy all the self-help books in the world, but if they just sit on the shelf, nothing happens. You can binge watch YouTube motivational videos, but if you never apply the ideas, nothing happens. You can talk for years about wanting a better career, a soulmate, financial independence, but if your daily routines, they don't change, nothing changes. Here's why it feels so hard. Your brain loves comfort. It resists disruption and change. It likes the rut that you've created in your life. And so inertia, just staying the same, feels easier. But easy doesn't get you anywhere, does it? And you know this. By the way, if you want practical tools that actually rewire your subconscious so that change sticks and you create a permanent new you, check out Zygon Premium. You can try it free for a month, and I'll tell you how at the end of this episode. Let's be brutally honest here. Most of us are lazy. We want the magic pill for health instead of changing our lifestyle. We want instant wealth without years of focus and consistency. We want better relationships, but we won't work on how we show up for them. And even among the self-improvement crowd, the people who actually try, most never succeed because they don't stick with anything. They jump from book to book, guru to guru, workshop to workshop, chasing the next bright, shiny object. But here's the thing. The basics actually work if you work them. Consistency beats intensity every single time. If you want change, you've got to commit, not just flirt with the idea of being better. So, what does it really take to change? It's not about piling more information on yourself. You probably don't need another book. What you need is real transformation. And that comes from changing three things. Your associations, which is who you spend your time with. If your circle doesn't push you higher, you're going to stay stuck at the level that you're at. Your inputs, what you read, watch, listen to. Garbage in, garbage out. Upgrade your inputs. When you do, you upgrade your outputs. And the third is your identity. And this is the big one. You have to start seeing yourself differently. Your habits flow from who you believe that you are. At first, change hurts, feels awkward. You'll want to quit. But on the other side of discomfort is real transformation. Remember, your current comfort zone is the exact reason why you're stuck. Here's the point of this. Stop waiting for your external world to change. It won't. Your life is a mirror. If you don't change the inside, nothing outside is going to change. So ask yourself this today. What's one habit, one decision, one identity shift that I can make right now that my future self is going to thank me for later? Because the truth is, the moment you change on the inside, everything around you starts to reorganize and align with it. Okay, let's get into our Q&A segment. What if I start but lose motivation? Well, that's completely normal. Motivation isn't designed to last. It's like a spark. What matters is building systems and identity. If you see yourself as someone who always follows through, even when you don't feel like it, then your habits are going to line up with that identity. Think of it this way. A runner doesn't ask, do I feel like running today? They run because they're a runner. So don't depend on motivation. Build identity-based habits instead. Question 2, how long does it take for change to show up? Well, longer than you want, but probably sooner than you think. Here's the secret. Change is invisible at first. Tiny shifts, like waking up 30 minutes earlier, cutting out sugar from your diet, journaling, making calls, all of that stuff may not look like much in the moment, but like compound interest, those small daily decisions, they stack up. And a year from now, you look back and realize your entire life is different. But you only get that payoff if you keep going through the invisible stage. Question 3, what if I don't know where to start? Start small. Don't overcomplicate it. Pick one thing that you can change today. It could be as simple as changing your morning ritual, swapping 10 minutes of scrolling for 10 minutes of journaling, or walking around the block instead of hitting snooze. Replace one bad habit with one positive one. Momentum doesn't come from giant leaps. It comes from first small steps. And then once momentum kicks in, the rest becomes easier. Question 4, can I change even if I failed many times before? Absolutely. Failure is not the end. It's training. It's a learning experience. Every failed attempt teaches you what doesn't work, and that gets you closer to what does. The only people who don't change are the ones who quit trying. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. How many times did you fall before you figured it out? Did those falls mean that you weren't cut out for biking? Of course not. Same with any life change. As long as you keep getting back up, you're still in the game. Remember this. In fact, print this out and paste it on your fridge so that you can see it every single day. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Don't just watch this video and move on. I realize videos these days are like eating potato chips. You just eat them one after another. Instead of doing it, you just flip to the next one. Decide on this one right now, one thing that you're going to change today. One action, one habit, one shift in how you see yourself. And if you want the tools to program your subconscious autopilot so change becomes automatic, try Zygon Premium free for a month. You'll be amazed at what happens in just a few weeks of doing this. The links are below. Change, it doesn't happen by accident. It happens by choice. And your choice begins, well, it's up to you when it begins, but remember, nothing changes if nothing changes. I'll see you on the next coaching video.